starting the removal of the front fairing so I can get the new amp installed, which I don't have yet. It should be here in a few hours. So took the windshield off, threw it over here, right there. Windshield's off. Now I've got to get back on and see how I go next. I see 4 screws down there. And I know I have to remove this, so I guess I'll remove this next. This, I think there's 3. Is there one down there? I don't know. I better look at the directions. All right, I'll be back. All right, I just removed this. So it was the 2 screws like I thought, here and here. And then you just have to slowly pry it off. And I have a little tool that I fix, little dents in our cars with my PDR stuff. Paintless dent remover. And uses that and just pry it a little bit. And that came off. So now I need to get back on and see what else I got to remove. Because I think it's somewhere in there. Where? I have no idea. Oh well. Let's see what the next step is. I got to watch a YouTube video on this. I'll be back. Next step is remove these 3. 1, 2, 3, which removes this housing. And then there's just a friction plug you pull off the back. I'm watching other YouTube videos, but that was for headlights and stuff. This is just for the amp. So from the 2 channel to the 4 channel. So if I didn't say that earlier. Okay, next I'm removing the speaker grills. So let's see if I can show you. There's 2 screws right there. And all I did was grab on the little tab where the screw is. I pulled it that way, right till it touched that almost. And then just pulled it down. It popped right off. Real simple. So I'm gonna get this side now. Let me try this. I took the screws out. See if I can do this with one hand. Pull down. There. That easy. Look at that. I like it when it's easy. Okay, speakers are off. So there's a screw in each of those, which is right there. And then there's a screw here, in here, and then up here, in there, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's it. I think that would be it. I'll tell you in a second. Let's remove all those. I started removing the screws from the back. Let's see this one. Look how long this one is. And that one went right there, real long. That one's a shorter one. So you can see the difference. So don't mess those up. Huh. And let's see how long this one is next. We'll do that one next and see how long that one is. That one's just as long. So just got to remember the short one goes in there. And here, in here, very long screws. So just got to remember that. I don't know how long the top ones are yet. Let me get that side. All right, I took the screws off. These screws were as long as those long, so they're long. So I just put those there. They're all the same length as the long ones. So I just got to remember where the short ones go, so I don't strip something out or poke through and break something. And they say this just pulls right off. Okay, it didn't just pull right off. Oh, it does. And then there's wires. There's the wires. All right, I'm gonna have to set you down so I can take those wires off. Wonder where the amp is. This is gonna be fun. Oh well. All right. You know they're probably gonna have him take that top thing off too, aren't they? Damn it. All right, that's enough. See ya again. See ya. Be back. See you. You know the drill. All right, this is very fun. So there's 2 bolts here, here and here, and there's one side to raise the windshield, and it's back here. I know you can't see that. There you can. See the hole right there. So you got to get out. I used the box in. Then I am had to pull this thing loose from that hole. Then it's a little tight here, so I'm gonna do a little chop of that. Then I'll have to rewire tie that, but that's no big deal. I'll just pull that out of there, throw a new wire tie in, and I'm gonna pull this down. Uh-oh, it's got something else on there. Let me look in there. Oh, there it is. It was just hanging up. I just wiggled it and it came free. There. So now I just have to take this off. And when I get the next one in a couple hours, UPS gets here. You see, 2-channel. They should have just thrown 4 channels in here, but of course they don't. All right, well, start putting stuff. Well, I guess I'll take this off and then just, I'm gonna clean up everything before I put it back in. And I'm gonna get online and see if this needs, there's nothing on it. I don't know if it's supposed to be smooth or any kind of grease on there. I'll do a little ray search on that. It looks pretty clean. So, all right. I'll show you the install when I get the part. So for you, it'll be a second. For me, it'll be a few hours. All right, got the directions. Here's the, guess what? UPS just delivered. 4-channel. So, looking at the directions, the way I did it, it's not the way they show it. So, the directions show you take the speakers all the way out. You take the whole front out, or the whole top out. I mean, here, let's turn the page. Take that off, take that off. Oh yeah, they're taking a lot more off than I did. Yeah, they're taking the whole assembly off. I'm not doing all that. I was able to get my little fingers, they're not little, they're actually pretty fat and big, but I like my way better. And they gave new little clips. That's awesome. And I tried to save those too. Oh well. I'm going to put this in now. I just plugged in the little thing and slid it back up there. I'm going to put the 2 screws here and then feed that one back in there. Tighten her down. I don't know if you can see in there. It started. I just used my long nose pliers right there and my flashlight. Just set it in there and I'm using my fingers to tighten it. Then I have a little box-in wrench somewhere. It's a 10, I believe. Yeah, it's a 10. That's a 10? Yep, 10. So I'm just using this to tighten it. So, can't do the 2 things. You know what I can do? I have a tripod. Let me do that. Hold on. There. Got a little tripod going. And I'm just putting my fingers in and turning it. It's kind of slow this way. It might be actually faster to do it the way they say to do it. That's a lot more taking apart stuff. I wonder if I can get this way. Oh yeah. Oh, it wasn't started. I don't think. Okay, let me move that. I'm gonna hit something. Okay. Had to tighten these 2 up to get it so it lined up. But now I'm almost done. A little wrench, just tightening it up. It's a slow process, but there. Make sure these are tightened. Give one more look. One more. And that should be good. Now just put all that back together. I already cleaned all that up. I used the 2 new clips they gave us for that. Zip tied that back there. Push this back in here. That just hangs there, I guess. If I remember, I looked, and this goes in there. It just hangs there. Zip tie that. That pushed back in there. So I think it's ready to go back in. I'm gonna put the lid back on. Or front, whatever it's called. All right. Well, I brought in the Yamaha. Had someone stop by. I'll put that in here. No, I won't. I'll put it in my video that I'm working on the house. So when the UPS guy came, I was working inside. So it's all done. Got it all back together. There's nothing really to show. It's just back together. I just put everything back on the way, reverse of what I took it off. I don't know if I'm really allowed to play music. I did once and I got in trouble, so I don't think I can play music.